You are... Yes, of course you're overlapping. Yes, of course you do. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not even surprised at this point. Up. To be fair, this game has been quite a bit of a bitch to actually get it to do what I wanted to do. But then again, it could be worse, you know. So, let me set everything up because, of course, I did promise I would do more today, yes, but of course I'm not prepared in any reasonable way, because yeah, it's leads me in a nutshell when it comes to my hobbies. I'm never ever well prepared. Oh, there's a big matter. Instead, did I just... Oh, actually, I was right. Good to know. 2001, eh? That's quite a while, actually, isn't it? We've got 2021. That's bloody fucking 20 years, isn't it? Jesus, am I really dead? Oh, yep. Now that I think about it, I actually am that freaking old. Why me? Well, complaining about that is also not going to change much, so instead of that, we shall start playing soonish. As soon as everything has actually decided to load and not do bloody fucking nothing. Well then, let me go here, let me go there, let me go there. Up. Not perfect, but it does do its work. Now then, I'm gonna go a bit more hunting. Mostly because, well, basically why not, isn't it? It's good. Also helps a bit with, you know, getting a few more skill points under our belt. Getting a bit more stronger and stronger. Or at least that is the plan for now. Not much of a giant plan, but the plan it is. You know, now that I've actually I read about it, this bloody game is 20 freaking years old. Considering it is 20 years old, you know, when I look around, it's, I don't really have many mods or anything running it. It still looks pretty damn serviceable, I'd say. Or you could be like, it's not the newest graphical standard maybe, but you know, absolutely serviceable for what it is. And it has some bloody good aspects to it, I would say. Let me give you a few examples of that. Actually, let me see. I should actually have something like this, don't I? Old camp, old mine. Okay, I have that 2 times. Don't look at that. Map of the colony. This is the map of the colony. Basically, the whole area, and well, with a bit of fantasy, at least you can pretty much get what's what. Basically, you smack dab in the middle, you've got the old camp, obviously, you know. Then you can see all the little forest areas we've been through for hunting. Then you can see the swamp down in the lower right side, and that line that goes through the ocean, you know, and everywhere around. That's basically the barrier. So as you can see, actually the area we have to us is pretty limited when you think about it. It is actually good. See, it is technically speaking an open world game. You can pretty much go wherever you want. This apart from outside, of course, the barrier, which you cannot, and you should not even try, because it's gonna murder you. Actually, I want to start back there. Which is good. The game has exactly enough freedom for you to roam around and do stuff, yes, but not so much freedom that you get lost in your own freedom. Which is something I kinda tend to see happen in more modern open world games. I mean, they are just getting awfully big. And then, even if they are big as all hell, they actually don't have that much to offer. I don't think so. I didn't. I was at one point. Was try out Skyrim. Basically, that's the sort of Here is I stopped playing after Oblivion because bloody hell, it was already back then a lot too much for my taste. But you know, let nobody say I didn't try it. Sure, I had to be forced. Just a little bit, but I tried. I was like, well, that's all nice and dandy. There's, well, lots of space here. There's just not enough stuff between and, you know, in those places. Can help a lot with mods, yes. But I mean, I don't really feel the need. You're still feeling a bit shitty, huh? After I beat you? But this game has done it wrong. Actually, specifically this game. The second one, Gothic 2, which, mind you, is also a pretty damn good game. Also, especially with Night of the Raven, it becomes a bit more... well, difficult is a bit of a... maybe a bit of a stretch, not necessarily more difficult, just it takes more thinking about how you're gonna do it. Which is all well and dandy, mind you. If the whole set with Night of the Raven, you actually do have to kind of think about how you're gonna do things, and you have to do them a bit more reasonably, let's say. Which, as I said, is really not much of a problem. It does mean it takes a bit longer for you to become, you know, overly powerful. But that's also not really much of a negative when you think about it. I mean, sure, this here is pretty nice, you know. You start out as basically no one, and by the time chapter 2 rolls around, like this, basically, you're pretty considerably powerful if you know, decided to not, you know, skip pretty much everything. Even then, you can't even skip everything because you need to be bloody level 5 to actually join anyone. Meaning that you don't really... yeah, actually, you're gonna attack me in a fucking... team? Yes, you are. That's not good. I had completely forgotten about that. Now I'm not feeling very good about myself. Because that is a lot of black goblins. A lot more than I actually want to handle right now. Well, let's not start drinking the good stuff. Actually, now to think about it, Gothic 2 did suffer a bit from the whole, well, at least with the expansion, with the whole world being too big. I mean, they filled it with lots of cool stuff. I mean, there's a bloody freaking pirate camp in the expansion, you know, and it's not too like about that. Bing, bing, bing. Ha 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 ha, got one of you. Ah! Bullshit. Let's not sit around here forever. Yeah, you thought you could beat me, eh? Oh shit. Not the best plan I ever had, I will admit. It worked. It worked though. Are we safe? Somewhat. Time to bloody eat some cheese like there's no bloody tomorrow because, well, eating, you know, whole large pieces of cheese is of course very healthy for you, especially in that sheer amount. It's the only way to get through life. Lots of cheese. Shut up. Ah, those death dreams. Sweet, aren't they? Shit. Too many. Not the best plan. Not the best plan of attack. Doesn't really matter. Running away. Jesus, will you look at the sheer amount of bloody freaking black goblins. And let me point out, those bloody creatures are annoying as so hell. Still, I mean, technically, yes, I could just wait until I get even stronger, you know? But... who would want to do that? You know, when you have actually the option to murdercate this bloody freaking little creatures. Murder them like the vermin they truly and obviously are. Basically. Quite enjoyable. But to, you know, further explain my point, I think this actually pretty sweetly speaks for itself. When you think about it. Like this. It's not that long ago, game-wise speaking, that we couldn't have done quite literally anything to those bloody freaking creatures. Shut up. Oops. To put it mildly. Now, when you actually, technically speaking, become a lot better with these combat system, which I could never be asked to actually do because, well, it's pretty freaking uncommon, to put it mildly. That specific system of how you fight. You can technically beat many a creature a bit earlier. Not everybody though. The game is set up in a way that you quite literally, without enough damage output, can't damage some creatures. Which is pretty legitimate because I really hate that idea of creatures, or basically the world, scaling with you, because why the fuck would it? I mean, it's a freaking fantasy world. Of course there's gonna be something that's gonna be fucking dangerous and quite capable of murdering you. Like a freaking dragon, for example. I don't want that freaking dragon to be a level 1 dragon just because I'm a level 1 dude. I want that dragon to be level 20. Fully capable of murdering me with basically just one nasty look. Because then I actually have something to, you know, measure myself against. Pretty sweet system. At least a lot better than this whole idea of the world is gonna scale with you. Why should it? Why the hell would the world do that? Kind of ruins my immersion. Well, personal opinion, eh? Personal opinion it is in this case. Sure, there are some people who really like the idea. The whole world. Always gonna be on your level. I mean, I get that from, at least from one way, you know. We'll never reach the state where you're so bloody fucking strong that, well, large parts of the world will just become, you know, worryingly weak compared. Sure, that's one advantage. Then again, isn't it exactly what I want? I mean, if I invest time in my character and, you know, I train him, and at some point I would very much like him to be stronger. And not be such a bloody fucking weakling anymore. And that also includes, obviously, that I want at some point to be able to, you know, in the case of Gothic at least, order a scavenger without having to, you know, actually focus on that. It should be easy. Or, you know, something like this. Bloody freaking mole rat. Damn. See? Easy and simple. It proves that my character has gotten stronger. Feels good. Feels very good indeed. Also, it kinda, you know, allows you to kill ever more creatures. Oops. Like this one. Now, if the whole world would be busy scaling with me, then at no point I would actually reach a state like this, ideally. Which, don't like. Maybe you can do it a bit better, but maybe actually, you know what I think about it, since I'm not... Oh no, maybe there actually are games that do it better, scaling-wise. Still, yeah, don't like the concept. Also, in case you're feeling like I'm rambling like an idiot, that's mostly because I have actually no clear goal apart from going from a bit of hunting, you know? And since that is not really, you know, a... well... mind-filling activity, kinda just ramble around. Talk about whatever nonsense comes into my head, basically. Which I personally find rather relaxing, actually. Now, no, the thing about it, actually, since we are in chapter 2 now, are there actually any... well, that's not necessarily what I wanted to do. That it doesn't matter. Yes. The almost. Just almost. You have to love old games, don't you? Hello, Lurker. Come here. Come here. What was I about? Oh, yes. I actually don't remember if there are any new quests I wanted to say before they came flying over. Shut up. I really actually don't remember. I mean, the game is 20 years old. The last time I played this is, well, at least 5 years or so. I remember enough about it. I can probably get through this without too much trouble. But that does not mean that I remember every bloody last detail there is. For example, I wasn't even sure if it was a good idea to come up here. You wanna die? Ah, it's good to be powerful. Very good to be powerful, isn't it? And the only reason why I actually need to be a bit careful is the simple fact that we actually have a few areas here where there are orcs and other nasties, and those are still pretty much out of my league. Very much so, yes. Wolfies? Yeah, no problem. No problem whatsoever. Put a nasty little orc or one of their dogs in front of me, and that's probably going to be a bit more of a challenge. Maybe it's not completely hopeless at this point, but let's just say I'm not feeling very motivated to try. Is there any reason to go down there? Well, let's pick a few mushrooms. Seems like a very reasonable thing to do. Peaceful, quiet, and no bloody fucking creature that tries to murder me. I mean, technically those wolves were trying to murder me, but you know, they are quite a bit too weak to do that at this point. This is just the path to the new camp, isn't it? Well, above the path of the new camp. Yes, it actually is. Means I could technically go to that guy there and learn a bit about, you know, taking different parts of the animals I murder, Kate, in huge quantities. Which is pretty nice. Hunting actually does give a nice little bonus when it comes to money. All the stuff you can sell, but yes, you don't really need much money, to be fair, when it comes to Gothic 1 at least. Basically, it's not even much of a secret, so I can just tell you. You just, you know, go do some smithing, create some crude blades. They sell at 50 ore nuggets a piece, you know. And combine it with lock picking, and the most of the smith areas here have, you know, chests full of steel. Yeah, doesn't take a genius now to figure that one out, eh? Show me
your goods.
What do you actually have? You have more. That is good. Because I also have more. See? All of those crude swords? Yeah, I made those myself. So yeah, just in case you were wondering. Technically speaking, you can of course still learn all the hunty stuff and go collect all the nice little things. It's just at least you don't need it for money. Let's say it like this. Yeah, let me see. Chapter 2, how much money do I have? 6,400. So as long as I don't get beat down and robbed, because that's actually what happens when you get beat down by any human NPCs. They are gonna steal all your money, because of course they are gonna. As long as that doesn't happen, I'm pretty much well off. Nothing to fear really, which is good. Kinda makes me feel, well, when I don't slip down, quite a bit good about myself. That was one too much. Bloody idiot! Run! Run fast! You gotta run very fast in this case. Jesus! I didn't want to do that next jump. I can see you. I can see your bloody snout. Let us know that creature and be on our way. Because that's a snapper. That is something very, very nasty. It can really hurt you. Phew. Well, I mean, you know, at least in old games, sometimes some things happens that you haven't planned for. Like your character suddenly deciding to, you know, do another jump, and you're like, no, Nameless, don't do it. And he's like, brup. I totally felt like it. Let's see, we've murdered this. So, is there... actually, there are quite a few nice areas you can go hunting. Well, in this case, we are not really hunting as in hunting for materials. No, we're actually just hunting for XP. Because as we all know, a new chapter means new creatures. And even that is technically not necessary. I think I've come and went through this game quite a few times actually without doing much of that. Technically you can just do all the quests that you should get. More than enough level ups. It's even better if you actually know where to pick up some of the better equipment stuff you can find. Oh, you know, just find a named NPC, hope that they have a named weapon and try to bloody, not murder them, at least push them to the ground, you know? Beat them, physically. But not murdering them. That way you don't really get many friends. Now then, I think if memory serves up, there are even more snappers, so I'm not gonna go up there. There's nothing in here. Actually, where that cave looks, there could very well be one of those very nasty shadow beasts in there, and this is also something you don't really want to mess with. Not yet, anyway. Let me be very clear with you, at the end of the game you can pretty much beat everything that is running around in this world. The only real challenge then comes from the sheer amount they can throw at you. Because, you know, beating one orc, no problem. Beating two of them, even warriors, yeah, sure, can do that. Half of them, I'm gonna take some nasty damage there. Still not impossible to do, but you know, quite a bit more work, to put it mildly. Well, you look at that. We found ourselves a little bot, isn't that nice? Wanna become famous? No, I actually like being just, you know, somebody who can sit around and ramble on. I kind of feel that I would have to do something different if I wanted to become famous. One of the main reasons why I don't want to. How do I get rid of you? Is this game actually going to let me do that? Give me a second. Ugh. You little bot. Disappear. Where are you? There. Disappear. Well, to be fair, I can probably eat a bit of cheese. Now we have done this, yeah, should be still a few creatures. Yeah, then we can take a little bit of a run around in the new camp. The freaking goblins almost didn't see you down here. You look like the freaking ground. And yeah, bloody freaking hell, that's a snapper and he's following me. I don't like that. Swim, swim, swim. Do not look behind you. There's nothing behind you. Especially not a nasty little snapper. Ah, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? But technically, I could try to lure that little thing to, you know, some NPCs and hope that they deal with it, but I would A, not get any experience for that. Bit annoying. And B, there is quite a chance that the Schnapper would actually murder the NPC. And I don't really like that. Actually, you never won, I never went all meta and started killing NPCs that had no individual name just for XP. I always find that to be a bit of a cheap move, you know? Sure, it's just a guard, but still, your character still has no reasonable excuse to just go up and beat him. You know? Would maybe a bit different if said guard actually attacked you first, or was just general an asshole. Like, you know, those bridge guards before the old camps, those are, they are just assholes to you. You have an excuse to beat those up. No problem. Because let's be honest here, if any one of us was to land in this nice little colony here, and at some point in the future would get a bit stronger, you would probably remember all those people who were really assholeish to you, and yeah, would probably feel a bit of an itch, you know, in your mace hand. Be like, you know, everybody is, you know, very, very, very much like me first. I can do that too. Good times indeed. Yes, I know, I look like you, because I am part of your team. Now, is there anything else quest-wise here? I don't actually think there is anything new in the new camp in the second chapter. The new camp will become a lot more important in the near future. So.
People always talk.
Though that still takes a while.
Greetings.
Greetings indeed. If you have nothing new to say. I don't think the peasants will have anything to say. Well, if there's nothing here, then we can go back to the old camp and at least look at all the merchants. And then we can go a bit more hunting. Technically, our job would be to go and look for the Fokuis. Yeah, but
hello. It was obvious there would be trouble ahead.
Yeah, one thing I do know damn well where that bloody Fokus is. I still haven't healed left here.
Hello. How are you, my friend? Oh man, what do you want?
I don't know, Lefty. The peasants look thirsty.
The peasants look thirsty. I'll see to it, don't worry.
I sure hope you will, Lefty. Otherwise I'll come back and beat you, like your friend here.
Hello, friend. You've given me a fair thrashing, man. It was a good...
Yeah, it was. I beat you once and I can beat you twice, if I have to. That's not mention the amount of
Hello!
saving and reloading that
Thanks for your help.
Use your knowledge for a just cause.
I will. You gave me 5 extra points of strength. I'm gonna use those. for good. Which is pretty sweet deal because, you know, it highly depends on what I consider to be good. Always nice the way everything can be subjective. Oh, how are things?
How are things going?
The scrapers are still collecting.
Cool.
Watch your back.
Don't worry, now that I'm part of the team here, nothing will ever go wrong. Or something like that. Yeah. Shit. And I had hoped you would go for a, you know, bit of a long jump. You didn't. Still, I don't think... No, chests actually don't refill, so I don't have any reason to go for that again.
Show me what you have. Here.
You have... literally nothing of interest, and I'm not gonna barter for 10 freaking ore nuggets. You, Cypher. I wanted to talk to you. Don't make this harder for me than it needs to be. Cypher?
Hello, friend.
Yes, friend.
How's things?
We put another spoke in Gomez's wheel.
Nice.
3 dead gods and lots of stuff to sell. I'll drink to that.
Me
You're one of the
too,
guys who keep
brother.
raiding the old camp.
No. Only when it's worth it.
What have you got to offer?
Let's rephrase that question.
Balor said you'd be interested in swampweed.
You want to trade?
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Let's
Yeah, okay, so let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
What do you want?
Technically, I want your stuff.
You have to watch what you tell people.
I mean, what the hell are you expecting?
Well, hang on.
Oh, sure. Worst case, I can eat that. Yeah, let's keep a few drugs on ourselves. Maybe, you know,
That's really not my problem.
maybe we need some.
As long as I'm not
Rely on
involved.
somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it
Good point.
goes.
Rely on somebody and you are in trouble. Yeah, if you absolutely rely on somebody, you can very much end up in trouble. That's not that hard to understand.
There must be something about that.
Thanks for the
story
money.
after all.
Modric. You have anything?
Hello? You have to watch what you tell me.
Maybe the magician's
Are
career.
you really the magician's courier?
What if I am?
Maybe.
I'd like to have a chance to talk to the magician.
The magician's couriers bear seals,
Mhm,
which allow them entry to the camp.
Yeah, okay, I am one of you.
About that,
What?
I haven't found anything.
Then get on with it.
That's technically untrue. We have found something out.
Show me.
Choose some.
We found out that they need a folk key. Get things going.
Wasn't very clever.
Come on, stop drinking, talk to me.
Not really my problem.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Hello. I just wanted to. I'm not here to.
Well, no, I can clearly see that you're here to drink. I have nothing against that, man. Whatever gets you through the day. I'm more
Read
than
it.
willing to take that.
Ahmed.
And I don't think you have anything new for me. So why the fuck are you up here instead of, you know, out selling stuff?
Keep it to yourself. People don't need to
Oh.
know it.
A lot of those faces you can actually meet again in Gothic 2. If memory serves, the what's now mercenaries will stay mercenaries and then settle down on a larger what's it called? The words fail me. That's very nice. I'll come back to you once words stop failing me. I don't remember what that's supposed to do. We have 20 points. Is there any reason for me to... could go for some more strength. Basically, they are on a bloody big farm where they are keeping guard. You won't meet many of the, well, guard again, I guess, and the shadows again, because bloody good reasons. That would then still be spoilers, so I will shut up about that and actually, you'll see it at some point in the future.
Like to be in his shoes, though.
Don't worry, Diego will survive, of course. Then again, he's a lot cooler if you ask me. In the German version. I already thought I came to the point where I'm like, well, actually the German version is superior in every way, shape or form, especially when it comes to voices and sheer, you know, context of stuff. But yes, for this one game, that is actually absolutely the case. Surprisingly, when you think about it, that's rarely something to happen. Technically speaking, yes. Many years ago, I would actually actively seek out games that actually, you know, would offer the English version. Because it usually was actually a bit better. Then along come such rare nuggets as these, and suddenly you're like, well, I guess German has a few, just a few gems for itself. Not many though. I don't really think there's much of a reason for me to talk to all these little nonsense gurus, because they're not gonna let me into the mine anyway. No, technically speaking, that's not correct. I can try to go into the mine. I can go into the gatehouse and try to open the mine. And everybody and their bloody mother and grandmother is gonna try to kill me for that. Quite literally. So, well, you know, let's not do that. Instead, let's take one quick run through the new camp. At least all the merchants, and see if somebody has something new to say. Because I quite literally don't remember. I can tell you the last time I was on chapter 2, I was basically just like, well, pick up Foki. Well, shit, now I have to go to the mine. Because, you know, somebody has to do it, and apparently, which is actually a trend in too much any game. As long as me, as the protagonist, doesn't come along, nobody gets shit done. Everybody's like, oh no, we have been doing this for months. Yeah, but you don't get any results. Ah, bloody hell. Let me tell ya. Oh, just useless people.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Go rushing into anything.
No problem, no problem. I actually got myself a heart here, so I can sleep and regenerate if I want to. Are there any? Well, I could go back to the exchange point in the very, very beginning. Actually, is it called an exchange point? I don't even fucking remember. Yo, Joseph.
I'd like.
Lee won't take you on until you get real. And until then, you'd better stay on good. You want some advice, boy? Steal something as soon as the boys notice that you're against Gomez.
And how do I do?
You need to win their trust, and then you can rip them off.
Good point. But it's a bit too late for that actually, because I'm now running around in your official colors, so I think the old camp is pretty much aware of my loyalties, I guess.
Hang on.
You are a bit close.
I have some.
Why not? Go and ask.
Nice. Bit of extra business. So Lee, you wanna make me a mercenary?
I'd like to become a mercenary of the mages. Am I ready yet?
I'll give you a chance. How about it?
Did somebody else see that? First things first, let me save. Secondly,
I'd like to become a mercenary of the mages. Am I ready yet?
I'll give you a chance. How about it?
gebe dir eine Chance, wie sieht's aus? That is definitely German.
I want to become.
A good decision. Tell me something. Why? Why have you joined?
Well, freedom.
I wanted freedom from the very beginning.
We'll get our freedom back.
Nice. I didn't really want it to be a mercenary just yet. I wanted to actually get some more stuff done. Like this. Also, mostly because my armor looks pretty damn sweet.
Stop! Nobody.
Mit Triadendach. You're not gonna let me... Shit. You see, I already know the password. You can just let me pass. I'm totally one of the chosen people that are allowed to come in here. Don't ask me how I know that. I also just remembered.
See you later.
Oh, see you later, Bron. Hey, go on. What a good guy. Even better guy in the second game. Blah 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 blah. Is there any trouble? I don't think so. Oh, okay. As much as I would hate to say, there really doesn't seem to be all that much to do, actually.
Do you trade? I buy furs and...
You still have some money, eh? Well, I would like that money. Okay, let me take that off, yeah. You don't really need that, believe me. I only has a hint. Would very much like to stop carrying around a million swords and instead just have, you know, a few more coins. Yes. I don't know what story, but
Hello.
yes.
Everything okay with the dam?
It's strong as a fortress.
Let's just hope that's true, otherwise things are gonna get very nasty for some.
Everything all right with? Must be something about that.
Hi. It's none of your business.
Well, I don't like your mug either, but that doesn't mean I'm telling you, alright?
Hello, friend.
Hello.
What can you...
It depends.
Yeah, pickpocket. I don't know. At least, no, actually, technically speaking, not even just this game. I never really was much of a fan of pickpocket.
Wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
But you know, maybe.
Hello. You've given me a fair thrashing, man.
Yeah, just don't come back to the hut. That's my hut now. Make myself clear here.
Show me your...
As you wish.
Hope you have lots of good stuff, I guess. I mean, depends a bit on your definition of good stuff, I guess.
Hello?
Hello? Goodbye, I guess. Come on, ladies. You got anything more to do, tell me? Look, I've got a cute armor.
Hello?
We've got matching armors, my friend. You
Hello?
don't have much.
I need a few...
You have something I very much would like to have. Yes, yes, indeed. Not much else though. Now then. Good. Actually, we have finally run out of blue plates. And I still got nail clips on mass because I murdered a few, you know, bloody freaking gobos. And then a few more of those. A poker. A longbow. Let's keep bows. I don't need two of those. To be fair, I'll keep my armors. So I do like to have those around. No, I would need to start making new ones, eh? And as you can see, I still have steel in my inventory. I can still make more blades. If I want to, that is. You got anything for me, Bruce?
Hello?
Yep, you just have lots of general talky points. You already taught me.
Hello. I can show you how to...
Yeah, but I'm already, you know, already got that skill.
But keep it to yourself.
So, is there anything else? No? No, everything seems to be in order. That means you're the last guy I can talk to.
I am now one of Lara's men.
Have you got a message for me to take over to the Magicians of Fire?
I do indeed.
Nice.
But you'll need to carry the sign of one of our messengers. Here, take the letter and the...
That is very nice of you, because that means I can actually
I want to...
get something done. Good man indeed. Actually, what sort of rings do you have? Yeah, it's a pretty nice one. That's a pretty nice one. They're all pretty nice, actually. Whenever you offer me something that nice, I, you know, can't really resist. Would you got anything nice? No, nothing I would actually need, technically. Now, how much do you want? You want a lot for that. Can I give you, you know, to smoke? I can, but it's not enough. Actually, how much would that be worth? Somewhat on a reasonable level. And then, let's fill that up. Perfect, isn't it? Oh, then. What actually do I have equipped artifact-wise? 2 rings of power until now I had. Bam. Giant bow. It's quite a bit better. Technically, it would probably be better to actually equip the a second strength ring, because I usually use my close quarters combat. But it does look rather nice, doesn't it? With that thing on my back. And I could still learn bow. I could also learn what's it called? The crossbow was the word, eh? Definitely not by there. My brain apparently refuses to work with my tongue to create the words. This could be worse. Could be worse still. Now then. We have pretty much cleared out that area. We can go back to the very beginning part. See if any creatures have respawned there. Then, well, technically we could go into the old mine already and start murdering mine crawlers. But you know, since we have to go there anyway, anyway, later on, feels a bit cheap to do that now, you know. So, we have the rests of the swamp area and the woods in between basically left for our little hunt. And once we are finishing, let's say no, once we finish that, let's start like this. I'm gonna take a break because I will have to continue doing some work, sadly enough. So you know, technically speaking, I'm not off work, I'm on break. Well, that's good to be, boss. One good thing about this is that I can, well, you know, when I'm doing the nice little numbers, I can actually determine myself the amount of breaks. Disadvantage is if I take too many breaks, then stuff tends to stay around, and then I have to deal with that on the weekends, and I really hate that. I really do. It's the most understandable point, I would say. And who would like to sit around on a freaking Sunday and go like, right, yeah, some more numbers, ooh. Most people would rather shoot themselves in the foot or something to have fun, I guess. See, at least. And that is, once again, let me point it out, very good. While it does take a while to move from, you know, A to B on foot, it's still a reasonable amount of time you spend actually traveling. Now, once you reach Gothic 2, and, depending a bit on how efficient you are with your questing and your hunting, you, well, you can end up spending a lot of time traveling between A and B. That's, actually, I think, yes, I think the first time I played it with Night of the Raven had a whole map to my little explorations. I was like, okay, this is basically the biggest I can tolerate. Because even more, I don't think you could actually, you know, fill the map with good stuff and make it interesting. Because here, you know, when you go off the beaten path, usually you can find cool stuff. Hiding here, there, everywhere. And in Gothic 2 that's actually even more pronounced, when you can quite literally look behind every bloody tree that is a bit off, you know, the path, and you will find at least some skeleton with some stuff or something. Basically anything to give you a bloody good reason to do it. But I still remember it. I thought back then, I'm like, no, if you make it any bigger, you could probably not do that in any reasonable amount of time. Again, the sheer amount of detail the good people of Piranha Bytes actually put in Gothic is quite remarkable, actually. No. Quite remarkable indeed. I don't think too many games actually compare. Actually, that reminds me, isn't there talk about a what even would that be? As somewhat of a remake of the original Gothic. I think I heard something about that. I would have to look it up right now, but I'm always a bit of two minds when it comes to stuff like that. Because you see, as long as the original actually still runs, and well, you know, this one here with well, actually not much in the way of mods, just a few basic mods, it runs pretty smooth. Actually, it also looks pretty nice considering the freaking fact that it's 20 years old. Which also reminds me that since I played this already 20 years ago, kinda makes me think about how freaking old I actually am. And then I'm like, oh shit, when have I gotten so freaking old? It's like, you know, one day you're just sitting down playing games happily, being like, ha 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 ha. That CJ guy is a pretty cool dude, isn't he? The next day you wake up and it's like, rup. Suddenly you're old. Which has not really changed much because I'm still playing games as I please. Actually, I just recently came around and played GTA 5. Way. You know, a bit late to the party, but you know, that kind of happens to me sometimes. Could be worse, I guess. It's good to be powerful. Really never understood why people would actually not want to have that. Yes. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, game. See me flying. Enough flying. Yes, yes, it is an old game. But you know, it's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I can freaking levitate on water. I am freaking Jesus. And you cannot disprove me because I just proven that I can levitate on water. No problem whatsoever. You go and tell me that I'm not freaking Jesus. That sort of stunt. See, I made it very obvious and clear that I am the chosen one. It's such a great feeling. just feels so bloody fucking good once you are actually a bit more powerful. And that feeling is very well captured in this here Gothic 1. Takes a lot longer in Gothic 2 to come to that point where you're like, feel my power, peasant. It does come, mind you, it comes along, yes. This takes a lot more time, energy, and patience. And still, once you reach it, it feels bloody good. I'm just like this. That was a whole pack of wolves, and I'm standing here like, I have lost what? A sliver of health. All of that. If I had now learned to actually take, you know, pelts and stuff, I could take the pelts, but I don't. As I said, I'm not really here to hunt, as in hunting for furs or anything, I'm just hunting for bloody experience points. But even that is just something I actually do because I do... It's a fucking step at it. Because I do enjoy the work quite a bit, actually. I've had the word. Nice. Nice to look at, nice to walk through. Nice to water my way through. I just would really like it if that Schnapper could stop following me. That would be very appreciated. Because, all things considered, I don't think I can beat that. I mean, no, technically speaking, I might actually be able to beat that thing. It just has a very high chance of actually murdering me in the process a few times, and that's not fun. At least not much. Oh, it gets kinda dark here. And I feel like I should maybe, you know, use a torch. Like a somewhat normal person who's running around at night in a bloody forest. Now we have basically passed through all the areas, apart from one large forest. Actually, yeah, that's actually a good way. See, we have all of the north pretty much gone and done with, apart from the areas we can't enter yet because dangerous creatures. Then in the western part of the map there is stuff like the sunken tower in York territory. Need to keep away from. Then there is the new camp, which we did, and the area around it. Then the old camp is only interesting for the merchants, and now we can actually go into the castle and meet with the mages, which is good. So you see that our little arrow is all sitting at a river, and the other side of the river is actually the last area of interest to us. Because that we can still go. There are a few other areas, yes, but there are dangerous creatures there, and you don't want to mess with those. Not yet, at least. See? And the map really showcases pretty well that the world is, well, that the world is limited, obviously, but not in a bad way. Remind you. It's enough space for everything, basically. Enough space for everything. Oh, I don't want to go up there, because that is a very dangerous place. But we already went here, and I went into the goblin cave when I came back, so that's not something we have to do either. I think I murder-cated pretty much all of the things in the beginning part here of the forest. So there shouldn't be much do here either. Basically, we have most things already done. Shouldn't really take that long to finish my little hunting trip. Again, as I said before, it's not like you necessarily really need to do it. I mean, really, you don't. You can if you really want to, you know, get more XP and get powerful faster, so that you can, you know, feel even better about your murdercating abilities. Or, you know, you could technically also learn the whole hunting stuff and so on. Of course, you can. I always considered it to be, you know, low priority, despite the very low priority. Very, very low priority. I mean, hunting is nice. And I actually do believe that in Gothic 2 there are a few quests that would actually require you to know how to hunt. Now that I think about it, yes, there actually are a few. Actually part of one of the more beginner quests require you to hunt already. You don't need to. It's once again on a level of you don't technically need to. You can ignore it and just, you know, don't do it, but I never really liked it. As soon as something actually goes in my quest log, I either want to see it you know, succeed or fail, but I don't want to have it sit there for bloody freaking ever and be like, it kinda annoys me. Really does. Either row, my friend, either row. Also, I am looking somewhat forward to today's evening entertainment, which is obviously going to be, you know, the Dragon Age. For the day is Friday. Technically, I'm still thinking about, you know, changing things around for next Friday. So, not this Friday. This Friday will just be, you know, normal, easy and fun normal Friday entertainment. Then next Friday, technically speaking, the Nia comes out on next Friday, the 23rd. I looked that up actually. I would very much like to play that. Those are the evil dogs. Yes, those are the evil dogs. Let's not go for the evil dogs. They're gonna murdercate me. I would very much like to stay unmurdercated. Murdercating is my job. While we're up here, we might actually, you know, go up and, you know, collect that bloody fucking focus. But technically I could, you know, make the game brighter. But, you know, it always kind of felt cheap, personally. Actually, we could look if we could go down there, and we could look if we could beat that skeleton up there. You know. Aren't there fire lizards down here? I think so. I actually do think so. Yes, that's probably not a good idea. That is what the dear little god has given us, a safe function. Yeah, they burn. They burn horrible. Let us not do that. I don't want to get burned horrible. I like to stay in one piece. A very healthy piece. Quite atmospheric the game. Could say surprisingly so. Save the game, don't be stupid. Save your game, don't be stupid. Skelly boy. Well, that is not the best combination of things. Yep, maybe a bit too many of those. Let us actually not. Not now, at least. Instead, let's go the other way and actually collect that bloody freaking focus. Somebody is there, and he's going to be crazy. Don't you all love crazy people? I do. This gives me a very nice excuse to murder them. Which actually leads me to my main problem, that I have a mace, and maces are not really good weapons to murder people with. At least not in the world of Gothic. Good at beating them down, yes, but not good at murdering them. Bit of a problem there. Shouldn't be much of a problem though. Nothing we cannot deal with. Let me tell ya, we can do this. Because I still have my axe, worst case scenario. Not an ideal weapon, mind you. But you know, if you don't have a choice, you don't really have a choice. Now, as far as I'm aware, after this we shall travel to the old mine. It should give us a bit more experience. Actually, technically speaking, have 30 points. I mean, I could put all of those into, you know, strength and quite murderous.
Scram! You have no business to be here.
I have.
I'm searching for the focus.
Unfortunately, you're too late for that. I've already found it. And I'm keeping it for myself. The sleeper talked to me last night and made me his only tool. Now I'll only serve the sleeper. No more Templars or gurus. Only me alone. Die!
He's getting a bit crazy. Where do you think you are going, Mr. Crazy? Now at some point I will actually catch up to you. And you're gonna hate it when I do it. He is surprisingly fast. Also, you probably stop. You're gonna make this a lot harder than it needs to be, Nyrus. Well, scavenger. Jesus, that guy is fast, isn't he? I'm sorry, Nyrus, come back to me. Sure, sorry. Oh, that's a bit of a problem actually. I need to murdercate that guy. Where did you go? Not about when I catch you. And believe me, I will catch you at some point. If I have to steep in my blinking camp and have to come back up there. Which I apparently will have to do. Your existence. Let us sleep and make a day. The worst case, and he's running away again, it should at least be easier to follow him. Bloody fucking little asshole, that guy. Also, no balls whatsoever. First it's like, me alone, and then it's like, rip, I'm gone. Bloody.
Hey, you!
Yes, me.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Hey, you!
Yes, me. Shut up.
Keep out of the...
I'll keep out of your business and out of your huts when I deem it so. Ah. Now then, all the way up again because that's so fucking fun to climb up here again. Can't kill that guy fast enough and hard enough, I suppose. He deserves a lot worse actually. For that, making me chase him. And again, this is not the worst that could happen. Let me tell you what is the worst. When they run off like this, and they fall down a cliff. Something like that. Yeah, that's the worst that can happen. I've seen that happening, mind you. It's bloody fucking annoying. Like I wouldn't believe. But at least, since we did do a little bit of a run through the forest here, I kind of realized there is really not much wildlife left. Which is, in this case at least, good. Means that my hunting trips were somewhat efficient and all-encompassing. Something like that. Now then, if you bloody freaking bastard are not where you're supposed to be, I'm going to start murdering something. Not much of that, considering that I will murder something anyway, but you know. There he is. Are you still wounded? No, you are not. Oh shit. Now this is what we in the business call a pain in the ass. A royal pain in the ass even. See him bleeding. Now, where the hell would you even run from here? You do know that there's nobody here who will help you, eh? You know, you could fight me. I mean, it wouldn't really hurt you. Not much, at least. Please don't tell me that you're running somewhere with dangerous creatures. He really doesn't give up now, does he? I mean, it's kinda horrible the way he just not giving up, yes, but no, I kinda would enjoy him giving up. Very much so at this point. Just stop doing it. Also, I'm really not good enough of a bow to actually get stuff done, I guess. Where the fucking hell are you running, Nyrus? Why the hell are you running into the old camp? Are you an idiot?
Put the weapon away! Put it away!
Yes, I already put it away.
Rely on somebody.
Where the fucking hell are you running?
I'm on an errand.
You have a messenger's amulet with. I want nothing to.
Okay.
Stop!
Relax.
Wow.
Now, where the fuck is that little slimy bastard? Iris, where the fuck are you?
This castle's pretty.
I don't think I've seen you.
I'm a newcomer. What can you?
Gomez and his... I knew even when...
Are there done?
Yeah, but there ain't nothing in them now. Nobody...
Thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about it.
Where the literal fuck is that bloody annoying guy going after? And if I have to chase that bloody guy around all the freaking time, I'm gonna get very much angry. Ah, pain in the ass. Just putting it mildly.
You're the smith, aren't?
That's right.
Do you sell weapons?
Skip deals with the weapons. I just
What kind of armor have you got?
only armor for guards. And let me pack.
Oh, good point.
What do you?
I take care.
Do you sell weapons?
Only to go, man.
Thorson.
Oh?
He said to...
Oh, yeah? The way I...
Oh, I am trying. Well, a door that I cannot open, great. It's me a freaking... bloody lockpick already. Are you one of those I would like to murder? Yes, you fucking are one of those I would like to murder.
Who have we here? And you the guy.
I've come...
It was close for comfort, actually. Don't worry, I'm not gonna murder you. Just wanted to beat you up, you know? That's fair. Need a few fruits.
You'll be sorry for that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Boy. Don't be an asshole about it. I can still outright murder you, you know. Actually, your Sword of Fear is better than my Stone Treasure. Thank you for your Sword of Fear. Now then.
You'll be sorry for that.
Told you to not do it. Didn't want it to be a murderer. Well, was such a good run.
Who have?
I've come to...
Well, at least they didn't want to murder me this time. fun. Nice and quiet. It's the best.
You'll be sorry for that.
Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, ship. A new face I see. No. Let me hear before that bloody bastard finds a way down here. It makes me murder him again. We do not want that to happen. Switching. Did that do anything?
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
That was closed. Don't remember, was there anything down here even? Yeah. Breaking a lot of lockpicks.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Nope, nope, nope. Nothing down here. Kinda bad. Kinda sad. I think about it, I also don't remember there being anything. What the fuck are you doing? You idiot. So now I at least know what sort of thing I closed off with that switch. Apparently it was the entrance. Good for me, I guess. Still means I kind of have to find my way out of here. Can't really decide, eh? What to do. Go away. Go far, far away. Don't make me murder you.
Let me pass.
Actually, all I have, yes, I have a nice new sword for my troubles. That's something I very much like to have. I can see chests. Shit. Shit indeed. Let's plunder all that stuff. I'm sure nobody would mind. I'm just doing it, you know, for the good of the whole colony, basically. Don't make this more complicated than it needs to be. I know I was right. More money for me, more money for me. And it's a very good thing. Absolutely not suspicious. The only person who's wearing a completely different armor, belongs to a completely different camp, shows up and suddenly everybody's chests get emptied. Obviously, that's not suspicious at all. Oh, this is the gatehouse, isn't it? Of the actual castle. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't like me playing around with your little winch there, wouldn't you? You got anything up here? Hello, apparently from a bit of invisibility. Actually, let me try that out if he's actually gonna get pissed if I play around with the winch. Yes, he gets pissed very much so. Okay, good plan, was fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna be on my way. And don't mind me, you know, don't mind me. I absolutely have every right to be here. Obviously. More chests, you say? I will take those. There were a few healing potions in there. I like. Did you plan on this? Actually, wasn't I? Yes, I was actually busy chasing that bloody freaking... Ah, yes, all the way here. Well, I guess it was worth it in the end. Did give me an opportunity to, you know, get a bit of stuff. Come on. Oh, you can do it. I believe in you. Roop. Jesus, I kind of forgot how much area actually is here. Eee. Ah, look. Not gonna stop him. Ouch. Ouch. Why did that actually hurt him so much? I wonder. So the amount of area you usually jump over with no problem whatsoever. I wonder why that in particular murdered you so hard. Haha, look at me, you bloody idiots. I'm inside of your camp. And then let's eat just a bit of meat, because I really don't have enough of that. Just 280 units. Basically, almost starving here. See? Can do jumps like that without any damage. Damn it, well. If we do just one wrong move. Well, nothing here. And there's these obviously suspicious down here. I can't open that. It is sad. Very sad even. Ah. You're not gonna mind me picking that up, eh?
Who let you in?
Joros.
Thoris.
And what do you think you're doing?
Ah, I have a message
I
for
have
the
a
mages.
message for the mages.
You work for the mages?
Can you teach me?
I only train.
Yeah. Pretty obvious that he wouldn't teach me. I don't know, I want to avoid going in that building again, because probably Bullet is still a bit pissed off about me, you know. Being generally better than him. Obviously. Not just down here. Now then. So many chests. Ah, who can say no? You get offered that much, you know? Oops. Oh, come on. See? Yes, sure. Everything different and stuff. Just let me plunder all your stuff. You don't need that stuff, I need that stuff a lot more. Just remember, people, at some point I'm going to read you all. See it as payment into your future. Now, technically speaking, there really aren't that many possible combinations of left-right movement in a power chain. Still enough to be annoying if you have to do it, you know, continuously. Come on, be nice. And is there anything else? The reason was Open sesame. It actually doesn't look like there's anything else. Good. Good. Look at that. He still wants to murder me. But he's such a little...
Coward! Come back!
What? I think I'm a coward. You bloody fool. Just not gonna fight you overly much, because why should I? Now, is there any good reason to go over here? Even more chests, eh? Can't really resist. I have the soul of a thief deep inside of me. It's screaming about. Those chests are pretty damn unprotected, aren't they? You're not really needed, but you know. It's about principle in this case. Principle of the matter is... don't let strangers into all of your buildings, because they might actually come up with the idea of, you know, stealing your stuff. Especially somebody who's dressed like one of those freaking rooks you have so much of a problem with. Stealing your stuff and then reselling it to you. Actually, yes, we opened you. Except, no more loot from you. At least we should have enough picklocks to not run out. And we're gonna take a rest, and then we're gonna try once again to murder Kate, our dear little friend. The bloody focus. Still rather busy running away like a little bitch. Should be that hard. We have even a new sword now. Well, apparently he has given up his chase. Only to become stupid. But I guess that's his business then. That is not in fact my business. Now, was I in that tower already? I don't think I was. I remember coming here during Gothic 2. I remember getting here was a pain in the ass. Quite the pain in the ass, actually. Whee!
You may not cross this doorstep and...
Nice.
I have a letter from the...
Ah, very... When you were back in the new camp, the magicians of water...
Nice.
I'm looking for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
That is Caristo. What do you want with him?
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
Are you a messenger from the outside world?
Indeed.
Yes. A magician gave me the letter shortly before they threw me into the colony.
Show me the letter.
I want my reward first.
Please?
Caristo will ask Torres to give it to you as soon as he has the letter. I am a servant of Innos. I never lie. Now give me the letter.
Here it is.
I'm not that much of an asshole. Here, take your letter.
This letter is addressed to Zardus.
What's so
Yes.
exciting about that?
Zardus has not been a servant of Innos for ages.
Yeah, I know.
He left us some years ago and turned towards black magic.
Oh,
He lives in a
no.
tower in the middle of the Orkland, and he said he would go his own way to find out what... Wait here.
And there he runs. Charter's important. Kristo's gonna be like, shit.
Caristo was beside himself with delight. He's...
Nice.
Where can I find...
He is in front of the... At night, he is in...
Not.
Tell...
The circle of the magician.
You want to become a magician's apprentice?
Caristo chose me because I did something. Unless you do something truly exceptional. Besides, you must belong to the old camp. I doubt if Korea.
Yeah.
See you later.
Kinda figured that much, yeah.
Hang on.
Well, I mean, there's Roger Grace in their stories.
I'm looking for the
Just go to Mill.
Well, you don't have much to say.
Greetings.
May Innos watch over you.
Nice.
I want to...
The Word of Gods, the Circle of Magi, lots of potions. I think I will need one of those if I want the Nyrus. Actually, do I have a speedy potion? I do not have a speedy potion. But to be fair, I don't have one yet. I guess now I can sell them my axe, and I can sell them that fucking crossbow. So I can buy some potions of spoit.
What do I have to...
Talk to Master Kadist.
Yes.
I'm looking for...
Speak to me.
How's venturing in the...
That's none of your...
Yeah, you are very friendly.
Caristo sent me. I've passed the letter on to him.
You have done us a great service.
Bring of strength, Tennessee, Spanish, kind of Scavenger. Sense of the
I would like to
spirit.
have...
A wise choice. You have picked the most precious of all.
I know, because I already know what that potion does. For now. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, you look at that. We have now a whole lot, 10 mana. I'm just gonna let me in there now, yeah.
Stop! Not a...
Why?
The Ore Baron's house is out of bounds.
Your mother is scum. What was I about to do? Alright. I will take one more rest, then I will go back to motherfucking... Nyrus. I will develop my potion of swiftiness and basically bum rush him. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? If I don't, he's just gonna keep running away like an idiot. Yeah, try to stop me. Try stop me. Won't you see trying? Actually,
Don't panic! He's had enough!
just because I can. Now that my unending rage has been quelled a bit for the moment. Which is of course very important. I will medicate those nice little creatures who just decided to sit in my way. But I was chasing the bloody bastard. I swear to God, I will not end it. Continue doing actual work until I bloody freaking murdered that guy. Got myself my fokies. I need that. Swear to God. Never thought I would have that sort of problem, actually. Actually, what do I want to learn next? Could go for a bit more strength. Actually, there's a maximum, isn't there? Wasn't it... was it actually 100 or so? I can't even fucking remember. Just another thing about it. Actually, before I start working again, I need to get something to eat. I still think I have some French bread. I should have. Also got a bit of, you know, tomato and cheese, so we shall endeavor to eat something soonish. But first, do your duty, then think about anything else. Ah, Serapis. Such a nice little plant. No wonder I'm using one-handed right now. I might actually want to invest the points in, you know, being good with two-handed swords here too. I do think there are actually quite a few nice two-handed swords. Well, two-handed, let's say two-handed weapons. That's not necessarily just swords. Not necessarily. Also nice two-handed axes and stuff like that, you know? Now then. We are here again. There is our goal. We will save the game because I have no intention of chasing the bloody bastard around again and again and again. Where is my speedy potion? You bloody bastard. Die. Oh, we kinda missed the animation. Now we got our animation. Ah, don't you get up here. Ah, thank you very much. What's a dead heart? Now we'll use the power of said bloody potion to run back to the swamp guys very fast. Because Iberian's gonna be like, well, nice, now go out there and do more stuff for me because I fully trust you as a non-member of my camp. Actually, the whole Iberian story is pretty damn nonsensical when you think about it. When you first enter the swamp camp, it's like, no, Iberian is the great master and you can't talk to him. Which one-handed to use? The Sword of Fear from, you know, Bullet. That he kindly parted with. See? Wait. I can show you. Yeah. Sword of Fear. Pretty good one, actually. I'm quite happy with it. It's because it's a sword and it means I can actually kill people when they are on the ground. Quite a bit good. Good stuff. Good sword. Whee! I really wish that potion had lasted a bit longer. Well, can't change that. Well, yes, I could, technically speaking. There are quite a few one-handed swords around, especially when you are willing to beat a few NPCs around. Our question is, which one in particular are you referring to, my little friend there? Actually, that's quite an interesting name. Gimme gifts. I do like it. Oui. Now then, people who trust me for no bloody reason, let me through to your master. Who also trusts me, obviously. Well, I guess there's no reason. I mean, look at my nice little face. Who wouldn't trust me? Obviously. It's not like I did empty their chests the first time I was in here. Actually, well, this was pretty much the first thing I did. Running in, going for the chest. Now then.
The novice Nyrus has gone mad. He said that the sleeper had talked to him and chosen him as his only servant. Then he attacked and tried to kill me.
No, actually he did not. He ran away 2 times.
So vast that unprepared souls despair over it. Only we gurus, in our years of meditation, have achieved the spiritual strength to bear the voice of the almighty sleeper.
Oh, I don't like to say it, but you know, lots of people actually get crazy over the sleeper.
I found the focus.
Just pointing that out.
You have done us a great favor.
I know.
Now, take the focus back to Kor Kalom. He'll know what needs to be done.
So,
What about some kind of reward?
Since you're not a member of our brotherhood, I will reward you.
That's very nice
Take
of you.
this amulet as a...
Amulet, you say. What did you give me? It's the messenger amulet. An amulet of flame. Well, I guess that's technically speaking better than nothing. Yep. Guess I'm gonna take that. Gonna be happy with that. Which means I have a whole 30 protection against fire. Woohoo! Yeah, me too. And honestly, it's really, really weird.
I thought
I don't really know. I think the German version is a lot better, actually. Especially when you now have people like Diego talking and suddenly it's like, that's not Diego. It's really not Diego.
Some people never learn.
Never thought I'd actually reach a point where, you know, kind of made that point already. But this is one of the very few games where I'm like, yep, the actual German version is better. That's rare. But yes, in this case, and in this case, maybe only.
What do you want?
Iberian sent me. I have the focus.
Ah, the focus, at last. Now I can study the magic of these artifacts. If I only
Even
had
Core
enough
Column sounds very,
secretion.
very
Damn.
strange.
Iberian said you'd pay me if I brought you the focus.
Really? He said that?
50 or let cheapskate.
Secretion?
Yes. As you must know, I produce the magic potions for the invocation of the sleeper. You know what mind crawlers are, don't you?
No, I'm an idiot. Of course I don't know what a minecrawler is.
Yes.
Very good.
Speak on.
Well, just a short time ago, I had a vision of the sleeper himself. He made me understand that there, and he chose me to pass on this mission.
Oh my god.
You're not
impossible.
Be silent, fool. He made me
Scene
understand
is pretty
that
nice.
the path I have embarked
Nicht
upon is
wirklich.
right, but the means aren't strong enough. The right means can be found with the mine crawlers, but the mandibles are not sufficient. There
Yeah,
must
sure.
be something.
Sure. So you never
Have
examined
you never
those?
examined the mine crawlers? I mean, maybe there's another body part which contains more of the secretion.
Of course, we have taken some mine crawlers apart. There must be something else.
Sure.
Find their
So where
will I find them?
minecrawlers?
in the old mine.
Obviously. What's the best way to
What's the
fight them?
best way?
There are Templars in the mine.
Sure. How can I find the nest?
How can I find them?
That's the hardest part of the mission. I can't tell you where to.
Well, that's a comfort.
That is indeed a comfort. Especially the sleeper himself being with us.
Looks like this might become quite a...
Take these potions. I am not giving them to you because I want.
Yeah.
I'll be seeing.
I
May
know.
the
You don't want me to stay alive, you just want you missing finished. I know, I know. Is there anything else, quest-wise, I need to do in my... while I'm here? I am indeed quite German. With quite a few ancestors in good old Prussia. Won't you believe it?
I'd like to trade...
good.
Yeah, that's also a very nice way to say it. I'd like to trade with you. Good. Very good indeed. But you don't really have anything I need. It's kind of shared. Shadowing indeed. I could get that, but I don't need that.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Maybe we can actually sell some nonsense.
Maybe.
I mean, you know, it is kind of hard to, yeah, hide stuff like this, I find. Then again, I'm not really good at telling where people are from just by their accent. Oh.
That won't happen again.
I don't really think I need you anymore, and you anymore. Technically, I also don't need you anymore. You know what? That one I would actually like to keep, just in case I actually need it in the near future. Let's see. Yeah, it. Nice. Less stuff in the inventory. And now then, since we actually need to go to the mine, I will go some part of the way, I guess. Then I'm gonna sit down, and then I'm actually going to go back and do some actual work. Because if I look at the clock, and then at the number of things I still have to do, yeah, I should probably get back to it. Yeah, that is true. It's something people really don't understand, that not necessarily all Germans, you know, speak actual German. Let's just not point in the direction of, you know, Saxon. Because that is bloody fucking not German, but well. I mean, technically speaking, everything becomes German if you're drunk enough. But it takes quite a bit longer with certain, you know, individuals, I guess. There are, of course, more smaller individuals, like in the Rhine lanes, where you have a bit of an accent, yes, but you still generally speak German. And then there's, of course, you know, our very own neighboring kingdom, Bavaria, which, as we all know, does not really consider itself part of the state of Germany. Bloody fucking. Actually, do I have anything else I want to do in the old camp? Since I'm gonna basically pass it anyway. No, I don't really think I have anything else to do there. I'll try it now. Actually, does my quest look say? Nothing. Nothing at all. Actually, I could make a report to Mordrak about the big thing of the Brotherhood. Which I actually could do, because the new camp is actually pretty freaking close to the old mine. Which, when you think about it, is kinda surprising, actually. They're quite literally neighbors to the mine the old camp is using. If I were part of the new camp, I'd probably suggest, you know, taking over the mine. Because it really is not a long journey, to put it mildly. Oops. Didn't even want to draw my weapon there. You know, these whole people always talk and say, that's nice, but I kinda miss the, es wird nicht so heiß gegessen, wie es gekocht wird. Yeah, that exactly. How you can ever talk with somebody like that in a serious fashion without, you know, a lot of alcohol is beyond me. But I guess. Also kind of begs the question, you know, technically speaking, you know, since we're all adults here, I'm just going to assume. Can you imagine having someone taking somebody to bed with such an accent? Jesus, that would get to me. Let's just say. I'm willing to do a lot for my brother, but Jesus. Oh boy. But still. I need need to repeat it again because I kinda do really miss it. Yeah. Also, it's a pretty good saying, isn't it? Es wird nicht so heiß gegessen, wie es gekocht wird. That's pretty little. Well. I actually lived in the north quite a while. 2.5 years to be precise. I must say I am also rather fond of the good old Northerners in this case. Quite interesting little people of their very own. Takes quite a while until, you know, they warm up to you. Well, especially if you are dumb enough to actually live in a very small village with, I think we had barely 100 souls. And with a lot of jumping and a lot of running, we have finally managed to come back. Now, let us shortly look if we can give Modric a bit of a report, and then we are gonna turn around immediately. Hey, Modric, I know what they're planning to do. Just saying, you know. Oh, Jesus. Come on, game. Thank you.
Same old story.
Yeah, same old story as always. Hey, Modric. Talk to me.
Hello?
Yes, hello.
About that sect business.
Indeed.
I haven't found anything.
Then get up.
We have found something. We quite literally already gave them a freaking focus. You're telling me we haven't found out anything? Iberian himself told us pretty clearly what he's planning to do. Here we are like, nope, no idea, no clue. Okay. Whee! Then again, seriously. God bless acrobatics, otherwise, you know, this takes a lot longer. If I couldn't just jump basically 10 feet forward. Oh, shit. Did not want to go for a swim here. You're not really giving me a choice. Game, let me jump. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now then, into mine. No, I will actually save that part. That mining port. Because after all, I will need something to look forward to. And if there's just one little thing that Gothic 1 is not the best at, it is in the end rather short game when you think about it. Actually, Gothic 2 is a lot longer, especially with Night of the Raven, but it's also a bit different. Just a bit. Just a bit. Let me make a save game. And take a break here. Because yes, I cannot longer ignore the amount of bloody work that's still lying around right next to me. And I want to get it done so I can actually be back. Today. This evening, to be more precise. So I could say in a few hours. Should take that long. If I'm gonna get something to eat now and get done, well, without anything too horrible in between or any gross mistakes in my numbers, then I should be back again around, let's say 9. Should be 9. 9 o'clock in the evening. Maybe a bit later. Depends a bit. But it should be around then. And since it's Friday, that means it's also time for more Dragon Age. And since Saturday is a half day for me tomorrow, at least, it should be even shorter, I might be able to play a bit more of the good old Gothic here, you know. Because it is a pretty sweet game. I do enjoy it very much. And yes, I think that actually was most of what I wanted to say. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but you know, can't really think of everything. Now, no, I don't think I forgot anything. So yes, let me actually murdercate another language while I'm at it and bid you adieu. Because you know, French language can suffer a bit too. And I shall be back in a bit. Until then, have a good one and all that, and yeah. Once shall return. Bye bye.